Howdy guys, in this video we're going to be looking at a practical example of our print job reports feature, and this will be for in case you want to send it to a third party to be printed. This is also for FabriCAM software, but yeah, before we head into the tutorial, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, we head back into the program here. Now to do it for a third party, the process is going to change a bit. So this is presuming you're not going to print it yourself, but you're going to send to an actual printer company. So now obviously, first of all, like previously, we want to make sure that our actual project is open. Then what you want to do is double check, make sure everything's in order, so you don't have to send it to them and then get the file back and finally realize there was something wrong. So double check, always good idea to double check all your work beforehand. And then we go to print, fill in our client information, make sure this is accurate, because yeah, it doesn't look too professional if your client gets it and the information is wrong. So it's always good practice, double check this even if you're sure. Then after it opens the actual report, we want to, like I mentioned in the previous practical, we want to head over all this information or all the relevant information and make sure everything is right here. The sample here, you can have a quick glance. Just if you quickly notice that there's a big gap here and it shouldn't be a gap, you can always just go look, maybe there's a part not added. Then go over all of this information, not so much the file name. You don't have to worry about that, it's more relevant for you. But the rest, make sure this is accurate. Then you can also go to these ones to make sure your parts and sizes are the right ones. But in general, this front page will be quite important if it's something you're going to be showing a client. Then next up, what we want to do, instead of going printing now, we want to actually export this. So if I zoom in here on our toolbar, we want to go to the first little icon here, which is this little, it looks almost like maybe a hard drive or something, I'm not sure, with the arrow out. I'm going to click that, and then it's going to open our export options. Navigate to an area where you want to export it to. Then from the actual file name, you want to set this. So I'm just going to call this report. But you can obviously name this relevant, maybe add your actual project number, which is handy so you can find it afterwards quickly. Then what you want to do is go to save as type. Most of the time, if you're going to be printing it through another company, I would recommend go to something like PDF. There's a few different options here, but PDF, most printing companies use this as a standard. So I'm going to select their PDF, make sure everything is correct, and then we say save. It's going to export it for us. We say OK, and then this should take it to our actual folder where we have exported it as. So I'm just going to quickly navigate to the actual one we've got. So let me just bring this into our screen. Now, as you guys can see, we've got the report here. So I'm going to zoom in. Got the report, and another practice which is good, which is open this thing and just make sure everything is fine here. Because sometimes with exporting, there could be errors. So you want to make sure, okay, cool, everything is correct. Cross-check it. I know it's a lot of double checking, but at the end of the day, it's really worth it, because I've run into so many things where it shouldn't have been a mistake and then something silly happened. Then after you have got this, then what you want to do is you copy this to either maybe a flash drive, or you can just email it to the company if they work via internet. And then once it's ready, obviously you can collect it, or if they deliver. But yeah, that is pretty much the way you're going to be doing it if it's a third party. So you want to, instead of printing yourself, you want to go to export, rename it, and ideally make it a form of PDF. But yeah, otherwise that is it on the practical on exporting or having it printed by a third party. If we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.